This aroma is quite pleasant. We're talking pumpkin cheesecake. Good stuff. Made by the baby, one and only. We've got graham crackers, freshly stomped and grounded, pouring onto what appears to be a frosted type cheesecake-esque pudding mousse. Yeah. So what I mean by frosted is I put this thing in the freezer, sort of. It was in the fridge next to the freezer, so it kind of made it a little frosty. Kind of texture-wise, we're talking frosty, maybe. If you were to go to Wendy's and get a frosty. Now we're talking pretty good stuff here. We're talking high quality and like top of the market, industrial size, quality extraordinaire. Quite a sight to be seen. As you can see, the final product appears to be this insanely textured, insanely prettyful product. Now, texture-wise, it looks pretty damn good. Let's taste it though. It holds up very well. I gotta say, I'm liking it. Yo, what's going on, man? Shit's been going crazy. So last time I made a video, we were hyped for the Master Chief Collection. Since then, we have bought the Master Chief Collection. We have been playing the Master Chief Collection. We've been disappointed by the Master Chief Collection. We've been fucking stunned by the Master Chief Collection. It goes on. So let me recap my experience with the Master Chief Collection. Alright, so Monday night, I had Monday night off and Tuesday night off. I'm going into this night thinking, okay, so I get home from the midnight launch. There's going to be an install time on this game. You know, it probably shouldn't take too long. But whatever, a couple hours, big deal, whatever. I'll just sit there and play the story mode, because I heard that you can play the story mode through. You just got to wait for this update to go through, and then you can play multiplayer. So I was a little prepared going into this thinking, like, okay, I think I know what's going to happen. So midnight rolls around, me and my girlfriend are at the midnight launch. Not a bad turnout, maybe like 50 people, 50 to 100 people. Not too bad. So we're probably like 5th in line. We're not too far in there, but we get there, we get the game, we get out. We go to Wendy's, we spend like $40 on Wendy's getting that. It's so fucking good. I don't even know. How much did we spend? I think it was like $20, but so we head home. We pop that shit in there. Install it. Alright, I'm waiting for this. Alright, so we change the channel. We start watching Dateline, How to Catch a Predator. We're watching How to Catch a Predator. We're eating fucking 30 pieces of chicken nuggets. We're eating 2 large french fries. We're eating a Frosty. We're getting morbidly obese. We're having a fun time tonight. So we're doing this, we're doing that. And finally, I'm like, alright, let's go, let's just check back on Halo. It's been about 40 minutes, so I look over there. It's at 18%. It's like, alright, nice. So then I take the channel, change it again. Come back maybe like 20 minutes, 30 minutes later, and it's stuck at 18%. It's not moving anymore. And it says queued. Like, it normally says installing, but this time it said queued. So I was like, alright, what the fuck? Long story short, well, not, the story's not over, but the first part of the story's over. So I'm pissed at this point. I'm like, well, what the fuck? Alright, so I was reading online that there's a couple issues with this. So what they said is to delete the data and then try again. But I was like, alright, well, what if I try just restarting the Xbox? Let me try that. So restart the Xbox, come back on, it's stuck. So I was like, alright, fuck it, I gotta delete this data. Almost 20% of data, let's delete it, boom, boom. Start reinstalling it. We're at, 0 again, so we're working our way back up, and I was just like, I think I hit like 15% again, and I was just like, oh yeah, this is taking forever. I'm gonna take a nap. At this point, it's like 3 or 4 in the morning, and I jump on my couch, put Dateline on, me and the babe pass out, or were we watching? I think we were watching Dateline. Yeah, I think we fell asleep to Dateline. We woke back up. Well, I woke back up at like 6 or 7 a.m., and I was just like, alright, let me check this shit. This shit better be further along. If not, I'm gonna be pissed. So, change the channel. It was stuck at like 6% or something like that. So I was like, alright, I'm fucking done. I deleted the data. Then I was like, this is fucking bullshit. Let me try ejecting the disk. Maybe that'll work. So I eject the disk, put it back in. What do you know? It starts installing perfectly fine. So I was fucking flabbergasted. I was bullshitted. I was pissed. So I eventually just was like, alright, fuck it. Let me just let it install. So it's installing. We get up to maybe 20-30%. It's like, hey, you ready to play the game? Go ahead and start it up. So I was like, oh really? Let's see. Let's go in there. So you get into the main menu, which is pretty cool looking. Basically, it's broken up to story missions, multiplayer missions, customization options, and the basic shit like that. Playlist. So what you get from here is basically you click on something and it's like, oh, here's your progress. You're not fully done downloading yet. So it's like Halo 4 is done downloading. Halo 1 is about to finish downloading, but it did finish like within the next 5 minutes. And then Halo 2 is only like 5% downloaded. Halo 3 didn't even start yet. And then the Halo 2 anniversary content was just a little bit starting. So I was like, well, this is kind of bullshit, but at least something's done downloading I can play. So I started playing Halo 1 just to show my baby boo-boo, to show her what Halo is, because she's never actually seen Halo, played Halo, or knows anything about Halo. So alright, let's introduce her to this, go straight to Halo 1. We get up to mission 2 or so, and then she falls back asleep, and I'm like, alright, well, let me just goof around here, wait for Halo 2 to install. I basically ended up burning the whole morning just sitting there waiting for Halo 2 to install, thinking as soon as Halo 2 is done, I could go play Halo 2 online. That's not how it works. In order to play online, you have to have all of the game downloaded. So I think by the time it was all done downloading, it was like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. I woke up at 7 a.m., so I was pretty bummed. Halo 1, I'm still on mission 3. I haven't even played it since that morning. We're sitting here on Sunday. What are we on? The 14th, I think, or 15th? 15th or the 16th? I can't remember. I think it's the 16th. So that's kind of bumming out, but we finally have been able to play the game online. And of course, the servers were horrendous. You could barely get into a match, and if you did, most likely the teams were unbalanced or somebody lagged out. Good luck playing with friends, because most likely you guys aren't going to be on the same team, or it's going to be like another unbalanced match, or it's a laggy match. Co-op, we tried playing Halo 3, and completely laggy. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but on Halo 3, on the original Xbox 360, when you played more than 2-player co-op, even 2-player to an extent, but when you were over 2-player co-op, there was extremely noticeable latency issues. We're talking probably like, I don't know, like 20 millisecond, like, yeah, probably 10 to 30 millisecond delay in that general area, which sucked ass, because you could notice it, and everything you did was slower. It wasn't fun. The frame rate got buffered down, and it carried right over to Xbox One version. It was a little worse than this version, but it was slightly playable. Like, if you were very, very desperate, you could play this, but I couldn't play through the game like that. Fuck that. We beat one mission on Legendary co-op, and we're like, okay, we're done. And again, since then, that was like the first couple days. We're a couple days further along. And the servers have been getting slightly more stable. It still takes a long time to find matches, and when you do, like, usually it's not gonna be a full match. For some reason, like, always 2 people lag out, or 1 or 2, like, 1 person will lag out, so it's like another uneven match. Kind of tough. But what is there, though, is an extremely potential game. This is what I'm saying. Once they've added in the ranking systems to all the playlists, they've added in potential clan match, which I think they said they were going to. It kind of sucks that Super Bouncing isn't there. I don't know why the fuck they took that out. They said that the game was going to play exactly like it did originally. I haven't tried BXR or anything like that. I know YY still works and BXB still works, but I don't know about BXR or double shotting or any of that shit. But all I know is Super Bouncing isn't there, which sucks. Custom games kind of sucks right now, because whenever you end it, like, your party gets dismantled. It just has a lot of potential right now. It really does. And it sucks that they couldn't reach that by release date. This is a lifer game. I'm going to keep this game forever. I'm not going to get rid of it. But it just kind of sucks that this is the 10th anniversary of my favorite game of all time, and they kind of botched the release of it. It makes me think that this game was kind of rushed, so like maybe a year to 3 years in development. I'm going to push more towards the 2-year development, just because generally games that are made within a year to 2 years have these launch issues. You look at Assassin's Creed, you look at Call of Duty, these games are notorious for having these issues. So I wish they kind of properly tested it more. Maybe give it a spring launch. That's all I'm asking. But I'll keep you guys updated on that. I'm probably gonna love this game more and more as it gets more updated and, well, more produced, I guess. So I'm gonna end this Frazzlog here. I got a stuffy fucking nose. I love my girlfriend. She's the fucking good guy. I like her. She always wins. She's like, hey, guess what, bad guy? Fuck you. And then she kills him. Yeah. Alright. Can I say the snow needs to stop right now? I love the snow, but I don't like slipping in the snow.